Hi, it's Rita Beth, DIY Handy Girl. I'm going to show you how to fix a dripping faucet. So I have this faucet that has been dripping for a long time, about every 20 seconds or sometimes more often. It drips, and I believe that it is one of the washers in the handle that has gone bad. Alright, I'm going to turn off the water under the sink, the valves. Okay, the water's off. Next, I'm going to take off this decorative little cover. Used to be easier to get off, but this one is old, so it's kind of, the outer ring has chipped off, so I'm going to have to get a little knife to help get that out. So hopefully on yours you will just have a nice little cover that will pop off, and you won't have to dig the old one out. Alright, I finally got most of that one out. Now we use an Allen wrench. Gotta figure out which size we need. If I unscrew it all the way, then there's potential the screw could come out. Actually, I'm going to plug the drain in case that were to happen. Oh, there we go. So, that's what the inside looks like. We just loosened that enough. We'll do the same thing on both sides. Alright. I like to take pictures, so that way if your faucet looks different than mine, after you take the handle off, take a picture. That way you can remember how it goes back together. Alright, I've got my pliers, and I'm actually going to try to put a cloth around here so I don't mark up the finish. Unfortunately, this did take some work, and I'm probably scratching up the finish here a little bit. Had to get vice grips on here, and at first it was moving the whole faucet, so just holding tight, and was finally able to loosen it. But there is a lot of gunk around there. Possibly WD-40 or some vinegar might have helped. I didn't have to resort to that because I was able to get it this way. So I see it was unnecessary to remove these pieces. To put them back on just so I don't lose them on the other side. There we go. Finally got it out. So this little O-ring right here is, this little O-ring right here is what I'm going to take to the hardware store with me to try to get the correct replacement. I'm going to replace one on each side and see if that's what will stop my leaking. So I always tend to try the cheapest route first. So instead of replacing this whole thing, went to the hardware store, took this in, and just bought 2 replacement O-rings, one for this and one for the other side. We'll see if that solves the problem. If not, then we'll go deeper, but these were like 50 cents as opposed to $10 per thing. Alright, and then I have to make sure my ridges line back up. So before I screw this back on, I'm actually going to try to clean some of this gunk up with some vinegar water. Counterclockwise first, make sure you're getting it threaded right, and then clockwise. So I have both of these turned off. So now I'm going to turn off cold and then turn off hot individually and see which one it is. Because the hot water is turned on. Cold water is turned off. When I turn the cold water on, the leak returns. So now we have to do more troubleshooting. This tool is pretty cool. It's an adjustable socket in a sense. So I was able to make it fit whatever size I needed. I'll put a link in the description. Alright, since just replacing the O-ring did not work, then I've got new cartridges, and I do have to save this plastic piece and this attaching screw because these do not have that. So hopefully this is going to work. Mine did not have, I believe it's called seats and springs, to be removed, so I couldn't try troubleshooting replacing those next first. So I'm just going to line up the grooves with notches. Alright, I've got that in there. I'm going to take my other piece and line it up. And now attach this back on. And hopefully that's going to make it fit my existing handle. did buy two while I was at the store just in case I want to go ahead and replace the hot one. But there's two different ones, one for cold and one specifically for hot. Alright, I may have to unscrew that and adjust it. I need to turn it the other way so the handle will go correctly. Alright, so I've got it completed. I only put the new cartridge in the cold side. Put this on the right orientation. Turned the water back on with the valve. And I let it run for a minute to clear that out. And I turn it off. So far, there's no dripping like there was. I'll give you an update after a couple days just to make sure all is correct. Well, success! I fixed the dripping faucet. It's been a couple months now and it's been fine. Thanks for watching. If you found any of this helpful, please like and subscribe.